All righty then. What's going on, everyone?
What's up?
Welcome to Lured Up. It's episode 404 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. It's like, what is it, 404 Not Found? I was like, man, that's going to be the coolest. I remember, like, back in the day.
Error, 404.
Dude, I was like, this is going to be the greatest title whenever we hit episode 404. It's going to be called Not Found. Or like 404 Error or something. But, yeah, I don't know.
Not found.
There's so many potential names of this episode today because there's so much going on. But today is Thursday, August 13th, 2026. This episode is streaming live on a bunch of platforms: X, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'm your host, Ken Pescatore. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam, what up?
Hey, trainers. Hey, Ken.
Hi. What's happening? How are you?
Well, it's a beautiful Wednesday. No, just kidding. It's Thursday. We're a day behind because my internet provider decided to be straight buns.
Dude,
and be awful.
That was so we're all set up and ready to record last night, right? And everything's
I'm
fine.
on the call with Ken
for like a half an hour.
On the call. Yeah, we're talking, and then internet just completely crashes.
You're like, my Discord isn't loading. It keeps saying cannot connect. I'm like, bro, that usually says that
in 16 seconds,
dude. It was like,
and then I'm looking at my box and everything, and it's showing like the one dot. It's not connecting to the internet. I'm like, ah. So we apologize for the delay in the episode, but we are here now. It's Thursday, and get a drink.
Yeah,
sit tight, good. Buckle up.
It's going to be a good one. Yeah,
we're talking about Mewtwo around.
Smash that like button, follow, subscribe. No, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Twitch Prime, which means you get a free sub every month. We'd love it if you cashed it in on us or anyone in the Pokemon Go space. But yeah, if you're listening to the audio, we do have video. If you're watching the video, thank you. For those that are here early in the chat, Likeable Monster, Fisher J, Scipio's here, C-Fran. Who else we have? Dusty Blades here. Stacy P is here. Hey, what's happening, everyone? What's going on? But yeah, we got plenty to talk about this week. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We had the summer marathon just wrap up, so we could talk about that. The whole having to walk 42 kilometers. People were a little wishy-washy on that, but that news has kind of been completely buried by three pretty significant news drops this week. And first, we're going to talk about the mega finale, because the details of the mega finale came out. We learned that the Kalos Mega Starters are not going to be rateable. It's like choose one for your adventure, like that whole thing. A lot of feelings, a lot of people feeling underwhelmed. That'll ultimately take us to our final topic of the day of talking about expectations. We had the special research drop, about the free Mewtwo, and that's a big one. Yo, Pogo Tips Official subscribing at Tier 1 for 6 months straight. Yo, thanks. Thank you so much. He says, I want to whine about how other people got a Master Ball and I didn't. Wah. So we're going to get there. But everybody got the Mewtwo.
My friends got some Hundo Mewtwo's.
Dude, let me tell you. It doesn't matter.
Listen, the amount of text I received and just images of just my friends that got the Hundo, I'm like, what? You guys don't even play that often.
Look.
I think it was kind of one of those shiny things where if you haven't logged into the game in a long time, here's a free shiny.
Dude, I'm sure you're going to see a spike in new accounts, new users this week. But no, look, everyone gets a Mewtwo. We're going to talk about it because it came out of nowhere. Really badass background. The background looks so good. However, the question I have is, was this part of their plan all along? Or was this like a this response to the community uproar? But you got to remember, the community uproar was a very small fraction, maybe a bunch of zeros and a 1% of the entire community that was actually complaining about it. But, look, he says, we're going to get there. I got feelings about it. It might rub people the wrong way.
I would argue this was the plan from the get-go, just because of the information that we got asked a long time ago.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But I don't think I can talk. You know, what
we're
I mean?
gonna
It's one
talk.
of those,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, yeah.
We'll talk about it. But and then the third piece of news this week was the Explorer gadget started rolling out, the kind of level 20 and up
I got mine
thing.
today.
Yeah, most people have it now, and let me tell you, I mean, it's not the Virtual Go Plus that I want. I don't think it's the Virtual
I want
Go
a
Plus
physical one.
anyone wants. This definitely helps people that have no physical hardware, no device, no Go Plus. For everyone else,
Is this? Are we
I don't know.
talking about this right now?
No.
No. Okay.
We're gonna get there. But
Okay. Because there's a lot. There's a lot.
it is.
So.
And in true Niantic / Scopely Explorer fashion, they release this thing and they don't really tell us how it works, how to use it. It's just like, here you go. Go ahead and figure it out. And I don't know. I don't know. It's not what I would want out of a Virtual Go Plus. It's clearly not called the Virtual Go Plus. But again, we're going to talk about expectations today. And then this week's Professor's Principle, we're going to talk about managing those expectations and how, if you don't manage your expectations right, you're going to get let down. And when you're let down, you feel like crap. And if you feel like crap, who wants to feel like crap? I don't want to feel like crap, but you'll feel like crap. So we'll talk about it. So, all right, let's first start with Summer Marathon and this last week of gameplay. How did that go for you? Did you get any game time in? Did you do the Fire and Ice Hatch Day? Anything going on this weekend? You have a lot of card shows, right?
It's literally been like nonstop shows. It's like I'm out there doing the thing. What felt like success all the time now just feels like another day, if that makes sense.
I think that's like you're settling into the grind.
Yeah, because it's like I'm so used to just everything where it's like I'm just like buying, selling, trading, like it's just so much, and it's like I haven't even like I've been like very specific with I grab ETB and I'm putting stuff in it, and that's my stuff that I traded for. That all needs to be priced. I haven't sat down and had time to price.
Yeah,
I know we didn't podcast last night, but that turned into a movie night, so it was like managing time is very difficult. Working from home, 50% stuff it's not easy.
Just don't
so whatever
sleep.
people say. Yeah, no, even my son says it. He's just like, Dad, the night before a card show, you don't sleep. I'm like,
yeah, and then now you're doing 3 card shows a week. It's like, yeah, that's 3 nights out of the week and no sleeping.
I'm like, I get a little sleep.
So
it's just trying to be on top of things with pricing, and it's like I understand that there's like a whole sub level of people that don't price at all and they just look everything up, but it's like when you're relying on the internet to tell you what prices are, holy cow, you can't do that.
No,
especially if
I don't envy you,
new
man.
Location.
That's a tough thing. I went to a big card show here at Bell Works in Homedale this week, and I was kind of poking around and getting to know the vendors and asking them like what their process is. And there was definitely people there that had nothing priced, and it was like, hey, how much is this card? And they're like, TCG Player. It's just like, look it up and show me. So there was a lot of that.
I'm not here to do your job for you.
No, the prep work is crazy because this stuff is so volatile. So I totally get it. Versus like a vendor that's, making knickknacks where the market is not dictating the price of ebb and flow. It's just you set the price. Like, yeah, no, I know there's a serious amount of work into it. So what that means is no hatches, no Fire and Ice. You were on a single incubator, or
no fire. No, I've just been on the single incubator. So there's probably a 2K that, like that I opened the game at 6 or something.
Yeah.
And I hatched my 2K and my free egg, and that's pretty much the eggs I got.
Yeah. Sarah had family here up from Texas. So we did a 5K on Saturday morning in Asbury Park, and then back to her parents' house with her brother and sister and all the kids and everything. So it was like a big family thing. So no direct gameplay for me. Luckily I was doing a 5K, so I could kind of, hatch some eggs while I was walking, but for the most part, the 5K was just about done by the time the event was kicking off. But still got some random hatches in during the day. And this is one of those events where you have to like tell yourself, like, look, do I need shiny Magpies? Do I need what they're offering, or is this something that I can chill out on? Will I have FOMO? I didn't feel too compelled that I need me neither.
FOMO at all.
Me neither. Yeah, and that's not typical for me.
This is the perfect event.
Yes,
for someone else.
That's right.
Someone else other than me.
I felt none of that, and I was like excited about it. I go, look, I don't feel guilty. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like, I just don't feel. I don't have these negative feelings that I'm missing out because. One, I just wasn't excited. I'm not into like the hatching events. That's not to say I don't like going for a walk and walking and putting in kilometers and all that. I love that. But, the egg grind is just not for me, even on hatch days. So I got to passively play. I still did, some serious kilometers walked that day, but I wasn't actively playing. It's like usually on a hatch day, yeah, I'm hatching eggs, but I'm also catching. I'm also on the grind, spatial rend, still catching to pass the time while you're doing it. This was like a go plus in the background kind of day for me. So didn't miss it.
How's your hyper training going?
Hyper training is going great. I did shiny Mew. I could actually pull him up on screen right now for the video viewers, but I'm on the last step for my final 2 stats. I just hit attack 15, which is do 40 raids with your buddy. So I got to start that today. I literally just flipped that right now. And I'm at 16 kilometers out of 20. So I'm going to drop a Poffin, get my last 2 candies, and then the HP will be done. And it's just 40 raids, which, again, not crazy worried about it. It'll happen.
I have not been purchasing remote raids. So
all right, I got
my Poke coins are at 150 and the gym turnover at my work is so fast that I get 1 to 2 coins. So it's been a very slow go getting anything in gyms because when the tourists are here, it
just turns over.
Red and the blue show up. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's because
in the off season it stays yellow.
The instinct people are in the corner eating glue while everyone else is, doing the gym.
So I'm on the last of my defense training. I have 1,478 out of the 1,500 that need to be caught.
Oh,
so
okay. You're
almost
there.
That's
You're
tomorrow.
Right
that's tomorrow's.
That's a go plus. That's your go plus will take care of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, and, Hundo Mew though, man, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to have a cool poke. You know what I mean? It's gonna be good stuff. But let us know how you did. Did you get? It's like I saw a lot of people like. And I didn't get any shiny Larvesta. It's like this wasn't our Larvesta event. It was 2Ks. But,
sorry, I got distracted. But my last is the win 40 raids as well.
Yeah.
So I'm at 5.
So I
did 1 raid.
Here's my confession, bro. I'm definitely not spending crazy, but I'm without a doubt on the I'm doing 3 remote raids a day, every day. And I'm kind of put that so that way I'm busy. I've been very busy lately. I got a lot going on at home, just all types of crazy stuff going on. All good.
I feel that.
But busy. So I'm like, look, the remote raid thing for me, it's like, yeah, would I rather be out there in person? Yeah, hell yeah, of course. But it's there if you need it, if you want it, and you're willing to dish out the cash. So it's like I gave myself a little limit. Like, look, I'm without a doubt getting my 50 coins every day from the gyms. I'm still rocking the gym game hard. I will buy. Sometimes they'll have like a bundle that has 3 remotes and something else in it. I like those kind of things. If I'm going to spend the $5.25 on the 3 remote passes, like give me something for $5.99 and have like 2 lucky eggs or something. Whatever. I'm down with that. So, I've been doing a little bit of remote raiding lately just because I haven't been out there in person. Didn't go to Raid Hour today. Like I haven't had a lot of during the week gameplay time. I do all my my raids, my grinds, all that stuff on the weekend. During the week, it's been
Oh, I
slow.
thought you were going to say on the toilet.
No, well, that too. I mean, that's at work, bro. That's when it's just like, if I got, if I know there's a raid going on, when Lunala comes though, I'll do a bunch of Lunala. I mean, I'm not really interested in Groudon right now. I'm doing the Shadow Giratinas. I'm interested in that, but Mega Swampert, whatever. I'm not really that interested, but Lunala I'll go for, and I'll do a couple a day. I think that it's manageable for my budget. It's manageable for my expectation of what I want out of this game. I don't want to get caught up in that slippery slope of just like raid after raid after raid. And it's like, you do 3 remote raids in a row, and it's like, that could be 7-8 minutes and it's gone. You're done. And you're like, oh man, I'm back at square one, So I've kind of been chilling out with that. But yeah, let us know how you did with Fire and Ice. Not the biggest fan of all those. But let's really talk about the mega finale. I think this is going to be something that obviously we've got a little less than a month until we get there, and I think we're going to be talking about it pretty significantly until the event itself. So, where's my Chrome? Hold on a second, for the video viewers. There it is. All right, so the mega finale, of course, is Saturday and Sunday, September 5th and 6th. This is Labor Day weekend, so it will be a very, very busy weekend. They are doing like a lead-in, the Mega Ascension, very cool name. It's the August 31st to September 4th. So you're going to have pretty much stuff going on from August 34th until the 6th at the end of the mega finale. So a lot going on. So we knew some of the spawns, we knew some of this stuff, but now we have kind of the full explanation of what's going on. And here what it says is trainers can choose Chespin, Fennekin, or Froakie to begin a Mega Evolution-focused journey, leading to Mega evolving them into Mega Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja. So what they're saying is you're getting one, and that's all. It's just not going to be something you can grind out there. You're not going to be doing a bunch of raids for these Megas. You're getting one. A lot of people disappointed about that. They want more. And we want a raid, right? This is a raid-focused.
Well, let me tell
time.
you, we should be guaranteed the hundo if we only get one and we
Don't
can't raid them.
Get ahead of yourself.
No, we deserve the hundo.
It needs to have a background of your city, whatever city you're in. You upload your own background. Upload your own background. That would make for some funny trades. That'd be awesome. All right, so here's the big thing that really bummed people out. Mega Mewtwo coming back. So plan ahead for Saturday's Mega Mewtwo X raids and Sunday's Mega Mewtwo Y. They're back. Do we want this? Do you want this? Will you be doing more Mewtwo? Especially now that everyone's got a hundo, which we'll get to. Like, does this do anything for you? Is this tickling any fancy to do more Mewtwo again?
No,
man. Not a lot of people excited about that.
Like I feel as though we've done enough because we played hard and we caught a lot of Mewtwo's.
Yeah,
I have so many.
Yeah,
Mewtwo, Candy XL, Mega Energy up the wazoo.
Well, Joe in the chat just said not everyone has the Candy or Mega Energy to power it up. I mean, there's definitely reason, but the people that went bonkers, those are the people that are like, really? Again, more of this, more of that? It's just a lot of the same thing. And I think that's kind of, what people are thinking. Yo, Terminal, subscribing tier 1. Terminal. He says, Mega kind of lame. I feel that we're going to get another announcement, maybe like Mega Zygarde, which is, of course, Kalos. I don't know, man. I don't know. There is plenty of time. We got 3 weeks. There could be more announcements made, But I think with everyone getting, and we're going to get there, everyone getting their Mewtwo, their Hundo Mewtwo, the chase is gone. Because I don't think any, potential mega finale background is going to, make people hungry to do more Mewtwo since they already have a Hundo. So we'll see. We'll see when we get there. And just remember, it is split. X on Saturday, Y on Sunday. Next thing that says is Pokemon Go's most mega event yet. Brace yourself for the return of many mega evolved Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go. In the key art, you see Dragonite, Victory Bell. Mega Starmie is the big one that's here because it's new. Everything else is returning. Raichu, Skarmory, Malamar, all that stuff. But the Starmie is in there. There is a cool thing they're doing here with the special background for these megas. When you have your mega Pokemon mega evolved, the background has additional animations. So it'll look one way during the Pokemon when it's in its normal form. You mega evolve it, and you get some cool stuff. Yeah, Joe in the chat says less Mewtwo and more of others. Look, we've always talked about the community saying we want more of this, less of that. That whole thing. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Terminal says it kind of kills Super Mega Starmie since it won't be a Super Mega 2 weeks later. Yeah, look, timing is weird. Timing is definitely weird with all of this stuff. Kalos Mega Starters avatar t-shirts are in there as well. Choose your first Kalos starter. Yo, let me tell you, these designs look really awesome. You said you really like the Chestnut, right? He looks tough. He looks like he's straight out of like World of Warcraft or something like that. Like he's ready to throw down. So it will be a branching time research.
I like
story.
Chestnut a lot.
Yeah, looks good. These look really
like Delphox
really
just
good.
Becomes like a witch. It's floating on a broom.
Yeah, I kind of dig it though because it's like the broom has like handlebars. It's got it's like a chopper of a broom. So that's kind of cool. The Greninja hanging upside down from the shuriken. Pretty neat. So the habitats will be rotating on each day. Now, this is what I'm excited about and kind of has less fanfare when you think about how all of our events have been so raid heavy lately. Like, I'm not going to use these events to do a lot of raids. I'll, of course, go after, some stuff here and there, play with the community. But what I want to do is I want to grind. I just want to catch. I want to walk and catch and do all that stuff. So there is an incredible spread of Pokemon here throughout the different, and it's kind of, you could toggle through the different habitats on the blog. Link will be in the description. You'll see some stuff carries over like the Kalos starters from habitat to habitat, but there's a lot of shiny opportunities here. I still need another shiny Staryu. I'm excited for that, but there's some stuff in here.
Is everything shiny?
Just
every
about
single Pokemon shiny?
Let's see. I think that everything might be shiny. It's kind of like the Go Tours thing, right? Like if it comes out, it's
this is exciting though.
Yeah, they're all shiny. They're all shiny. Look, you could get shiny Pikachu during the Circuit Plaza. That's big.
Oh my gosh! Tell me a time I don't want to play.
I know.
Without telling me a time I don't want to play.
No, but massive shiny hunts going on here. I'm excited to just grind. I think if you get the deluxe pass, you have the boosted shiny rate a little bit. So pay up, sucker. All right, let's see. Rewards for the mega finale. There will be no limit on remote raids from Saturday to Sunday. So, bust out the wallet. Mega Evolved Pokemon will receive an extra CP boost from Saturday to Sunday. And then trainers who upgrade to the Go Pass Deluxe Mega Finale can also earn bonus candy, XL, XP, and from Mega Raids, and an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon from certain Mega Raids and event Pokemon encounters. Isn't everything an event Pokemon? So all those Pokemon that are shiny that are going to be available, if you have the Deluxe Pass, you get the booster rate. And we've seen this before with like Global and stuff like that. They've done this before.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Oh, the Mega Ascension.
But is it worth it though?
Hell yeah, it's worth it. Pay up.
Is it worth it to not complain? Is it worth it to not complain?
There's always something to complain about.
You're expecting these numbers going into an event like this without paying for it.
Are you though?
If that makes sense.
Look, all the Pokemon are there.
I think a lot of people are like, man, my shiny count was really low. I think I got 2 on the weekend.
Yeah, no, we see that a lot. Even with boosted rates at GoFest, people are like, I played for 8-9 hours and I got 20 shinies. I feel like I should have had 60.
Only 20.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Expectations
it's
are a
like
little cuckoo.
we just need to have some sort of number ratio.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know that they'll never give us that.
Never.
But I feel like if I'm paying for something, I need to have something like in writing saying,
Good
"Hey,
luck.
you're more likely
Good
to
luck with
get
that. Good luck with that.
a shiny out of 40 Pokemon versus 140."
Yeah. We'll never get that.
Something like that.
The Ascension lead up is
One can hope.
all about Mega Raids. Thursday, September 3rd is the Mega Starmie Day. So Thursday, September 3rd, be ready for that. Of course, you can get all these different shinies, and there will be the starters, Inkay, Phalanx, Mega related, early evolutions of the Megas will be available during that. During the Ascension, remote raid pass limit up to 30. Dude, I can't even. Unlimited is crazy. Even 30 seems like so insane to me. I remember one of the raid days I did 20 remote raids, and I was like, bro, this is expensive, man. This is a lot of dough. A lot of dough. The special backgrounds, avatar items, the Go Pass, of course, and I believe this is not a cheap one either. Featured Pokemon and rewards with the Go Pass encounters, the special background, Excel, link charges, dust, all that good stuff. The deluxe, you get additional candies. Even more goodies if you buy the deluxe one. So, should have led with that Scopely Explore. Should have led with and even more goodies. Terminal says remote raid passes
really
are
gets me to push
$1.13.
to buy now.
Yes. Remote raid passes are $1.13 when getting the 3-pack. It's the best value, best coin value. I agree. Sir Amanda did all that math that one time. It was just like, yeah, just buy the coins and then buy the stuff. So plenty of bonuses and rewards and all that stuff that go through this pass. It's 100 task pass, so it's not like one of these super short ones. But after rank 100, trainers can continue earning repeat bonus rewards up to rank 600. So a nice long pass. It's a go pass the long way. So that's pretty cool. $15, dude. $15 for this. This is not a $7.99 monthly jam here. This is $14.99 USD or your local equivalent. So on paper, this is a massive, massive event. So why are people unhappy? What were they expecting? Is it just because you can't grind these mega raids? Like, is that what it is? I don't know. Because this, on paper, this is a massive event. Tons of stuff going on, tons of spawns, but there's not a lot of glitz and glam attached to it because we just had Dragonite and Malamar, and we just had Mewtwo. It's just a little bit of a repeat. Now, you got to remember, though, this isn't Go Tour. This isn't a city safari. This isn't a safari zone. This isn't Go Fest.
There are people that have not necessarily logged into the game in a while, and they're getting this Mewtwo, and now one of my friends that played the game is playing the game. He reached out, was like, "Hey, I need help with a Garchomp." That was his first mega. And then I said, "Open the game. You can get a Mewtwo. That's your second mega."
All right, let's go there. Let's go there. Every trainer can celebrate 10 years of Pokemon Go with a special Mewtwo.
Mine was not a hundo.
Yeah, so this video that they put together for the 10th anniversary, we're not going to play it here, but it's pretty amazing. There is a scene where you see both Adam and I in it, so it was fun to be in this video.
You can see us? I
posted the screenshot, bro. I posted it in the Discord.
You did, really?
I did. I put little arrows over our heads and everything, but no, in the same screenshot as us, you see Ditto Base, Dandy in the Bronx, Mrs. Mime, a bunch of Pete's. Alex Nexton is in there with us, too, so like we were all standing in one spot together, so it's pretty cool that they grabbed us. But just to peel the curtain back a little bit, it's pretty cool. Like when we were at Times Square, after everything went down, the film crews were there, and they're like, hey, everybody, if you stick around, we're going to film some stuff. And it was really cool to be part of this because we knew that they were filming something special. We didn't know what they were making, but we were, the crowd and the people that stuck around were directed by the production team. And that was a lot of fun to be part of that production because it wasn't just like a drone flying over us and hopefully we're in the picture. It was like, no, everybody do this, ready, set, go. And it was like we were being directed. It was very cool. It was very, very cool. And it's incredible the way this video came out. Link will be in the description, of course. Watch this video. It's awesome. Let us know if you see Adam and I. We're clear as day. You see my beautiful bald eagle is flying in that video because I just cleaned it up. Celebrate 10 years as part of the 10th anniversary celebration. Trainers around the world will be able to enjoy free timed research leading to an encounter with Mewtwo with maxed out stats and a special background. And its 3rd mega level already unlocked. Okay, so everybody gets this Mewtwo. The people like Adam and I that were at Times Square did get the research, did get the Mewtwo encounter, did get the background. However, we did not get a guaranteed hundo. It was just a regular roll for a Mewtwo. A lot of people getting shundos, a lot of people having multiples of these because of other accounts, a lot of trades going on. What is your immediate hot take of this? Does it devalue the Times Square one? Does it devalue Mewtwo at large? And does it kind of spoil the mega finale? Because we're going into the mega finale where Mewtwo is featured again, and now everyone has a hundo. Like, what's your hot take?
So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think everyone got a hundo. I thought that was just like it could be.
It says it in the
It was
blog.
random
It says
chance.
maxed out stats.
I know. I didn't read the blog. I just
there you
said I watched the video, caught the Mewtwo, and was like, "Oh, it's not a hundo." And then, but I don't think it's overdoing it. I do think it's like a weird disconnect for us where we got one, so now it just kind of feels weird to have it. Because then that one means a lot more to everybody there that like got this hundo with the cool world in the background celebrating the 10 years. Whereas like, yes, we got the New York one, but now we don't have that one. So now we're jealous of.
Well, you could
everyone
hyper train
else.
that, John, dude. You could make that hyper training and turn it into a hundo.
Yeah, but mine's not shiny.
All right.
So like,
well, let me jump back to the blog here because a lot of people.
But
miss
hold
this.
on. But what I'm saying is, as far as is it overdoing it? No, because now that everybody has the hundo, they want to max it out. So in order to max it out, they need to get all the candy and the resources, etc.
Yeah.
I think that. So therefore, I do think this was part of the plan all along. We just kind of got access to something early and a different background.
So do you feel icky about it? Do you feel like you're not as cool as you were before this happened?
So somebody like myself, I'm going, when I grab Ashton back, I'm going to have him log in, and I'm not going to let it, like, I'm not going to spoil it for him. I'm going to let him just have a natural reaction.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Because he's going to be excited
It's
about
like
this.
Santa
So
Claus.
I think,
Don't break the magic.
bro,
What?
that's not cool.
Why? We're all adults here. But look, I'm going to go back to the browser. Mewtwo with a Times Square background will be available again at some point in the future. It's the last line of the blog. What the heck? What the heck? When does that possibly come back? Is this just a blanket kind of, I don't know, protection that to try to block people from still being salty about it, which didn't work at all because in true Reddit and X fashion, the Pokemon Go community proves that no matter what, they'll find stuff to be angry about. Stacy P said the 20-year anniversary, right? So Mewtwo with the Times Square background will be available again at some point in the future. When? How? And that definitely makes me feel even worse about my super cool one with the Times Square background. So
Yeah, I don't think that happens again. I don't think
you
that
think it's
happens
just
again.
there as a disclaimer, as a hush hush.
Yeah, because that was a moment that physically happened with us all there.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't take that.
Oh, and make sure
That's
you.
why they did the world one.
Yeah.
So anybody that felt shafted, hey, you're also included. It's just we couldn't invite the world.
Yeah.
You know?
So the other thing, and I'm gonna pull up my Mewtwo here. Was that the one in Times Square was a free Master Ball. So a lot of people, I'm not even gonna say a lot of people, some people on X were like, yeah, this is really cool, but you know, where's my Master Ball? Shadow Fox says, where's the cutscene for the Master Ball? Yours is in a Master Ball? Did everybody get a Master Ball? Wait, did everyone get a Master Ball that wasn't in New York City? Is it in a Master Ball? I don't know. But that was like one of the cool things too in New York City is the two that we caught were both in Master Balls. But I just don't know if this is what they mean by this will be available again. Now, here we go. Was this the plan all along? No, it's not in a Master Ball. Yes, you didn't have to use it to catch it. Everyone who was not in the URC event got a free Master Ball, and they didn't need to use it. So they got an extra Master Ball as a reward in addition to the Mewtwo, and you could choose to use the Master Ball if you want. So people got a Master Ball too. So that's special. But do you think this was their plan all along? And they just really
I don't know. I don't
hush-hushed?
know if the Hundo was part of the plan, but I think it puts everybody on the same playing field that was at the Times Square event and everyone else in the world.
Because you're getting a background, you're getting a Mewtwo, you're getting a
it's special
Hundo,
to
and
them.
you're getting a Master Ball.
Yes, and like I don't have that. I am not going to be upset about it. I could just complain because I didn't get a Hundo, but I don't care.
I don't know, man.
I've also rated a lot, so I got another Hundo. So I have one that I physically rated for. So I have 3 Hundo Mewtwo's. What am I supposed to do with those?
Yeah,
one's an X, one's a
you're
Y.
feeling like a grinder now, dude. Now you're grinding. But
well, it's like I have enough, so it's like one will stay at the 87 CP,
right.
forever. That will, and the other 2 I can just go ham with and do whatever I want.
So here's my feeling. I definitely think this devalues the Times Square Mewtwo. But I do think this was part of the plan all along. I don't necessarily
giving everyone a Mewtwo was part of the plan.
I think so.
Because of this trailer, which we kind of sort of knew small details, but because we were asked.
Yeah, well, look, the thing being, it's sensitive information, right, at the time, but the point being is that everyone got this, and they didn't have to raid for it. Like, we still did a raid. Like, this was just like a gimme timed research. But I do think
I had to waste Stardust, valuable
Dude,
Stardust, and I had to use valuable Pokeballs.
In my opinion, this definitely devalues Mewtwo at large. It definitely devalues the Times Square one. Do I want everyone to be excited about a Hundo Mewtwo?
I need a free box. I need a free box with 10 Pokeballs and 2,000 Stardust.
I want everyone to feel happy.
Pokemon that I powered up.
I want everyone to be excited. So I get that. I love that. It's all good. But I think that this was the way it was always going to be because, like that whole 10th anniversary video the Mewtwo wasn't that. It was that little thing at the end where it was like, play now, but you have to do this by September 6th, by the way. Open the game by September 6th and get access to a Mewtwo with perfect stats and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if the timing is the same. Maybe they were going to wait for the mega finale. I don't know. I just think the timing of it is a little weird, but I do think this was the plan all along.
Yeah, but you give people a chance to open the game to get it, even if they haven't, like, because word of mouth. I'm telling my friends to open up their game to get a
Yeah,
free
but are they
Mewtwo,
opening it,
right?
getting the Mewtwo, and closing the game and going on with their day, going back to Candy Crush?
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
See, that's what I mean.
But I'm just saying.
It's weird. It's weird. But Fisher J says, I don't think it devalues at all. It's still unique and rare. Totally. I think that background is incredible. Like, that is a good looking background. Like, that looks awesome. Like, if they do the thing where they put backgrounds like on the player card with your buddy, like if your buddy has a background when you're looking at your thing, and
you could put yourself in an Ultra Beast like costume. It would look
so cool, man. It would look so cool. But they should have at least given everyone a Mewtwo to Hyper Train if you want to. Oh, interesting. So they give it to you, but they maybe give you a free golden bottle cap.
Like, hey, this Mewtwo has a bottle cap. What is a bottle cap?
Yeah, it's holding it.
To give players that haven't bought into one of the bottle caps that experience. We're like, hey, this is one stat off from being, but you will need to battle in 40 raids.
Yeah, make them work for it. Make them work. And again, that exchange of my time, effort, dedication, and abilities is fine. I'm willing to put in the work for the reward, and that is a great reward. So that's a really, really good point, actually. But like I said, in typical Pokemon Go online community fashion, people were, of course, finding things to still be upset about. It doesn't have the Times Square background.
Mine wasn't shiny.
It's not shiny. Just whatever. They're just always going to find something to be upset about. It's impossible for them to not be not happy. Like, the creators, the community ambassadors, like, everybody got so beat up over this. And now it's just like, hooray, everything is right again. And it's like, is it though? Because you guys didn't get harassed and sent death threats and like yelled at and, all this crazy stuff. We did, because we were there. So people hated us. So it's like, I look at it, I come from a privileged position on this. And it's like, look, I'm thinking about it because I was the one who was, shunned and mocked and yelled at and all this stuff online because I happened to be there, because I happened to be podcasting for 10 years and had a reason to be a part of that group. So a lot of emotions. I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to experience this stuff, but I don't know, man. I think I do think it's a little weird. The timing of it is a little weird. Very strange that this came before the mega finale. Now, granted, you can do this up until the end of the mega finale, but maybe this was a thing that like popped up at the end of the mega finale and they just did it a little early. I'm not sure. But without a doubt,
no,
it's a wild take.
I think this is a reason. It gives people motivation. Hey, you didn't do a bunch of Mewtwo's past couple of times. You might want to do some more because you're gonna need some candy to max it out. I think it is well timed. I know you're confused about it, but I think that was the right call.
But
that's the reason.
You think this was the plan all along?
Yep.
Man, it's crazy. I do too. I do too. And when do I wish that this was a response to the community and they went through all this trouble to make this happen? No, I don't. I don't want the community to think that they can just like bully the developer into like, making them give them something. Because at some points it did feel like that, where it was like, I hate you guys, give me something, So I don't want the community to think that all they have to do to make Scopely bend the knee is just be loud enough, because there's millions of people playing and there's a couple thousand people online that are mad about it. It's like, it's a drop in the bucket. Sorry to put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really not a loud enough voice when there's millions of people playing. There could be 1,000 people with megaphones. It's still not louder than the millions that are playing that aren't bent out of shape over it. So interesting how we got here. Interesting takes. I don't know. I want everyone to be happy. I just wish that we had to work for it. That's all. It's just interesting. Interesting stuff. Yeah, and we still don't know what's going on with the Mewtwo adventure effects. You know what I mean? So it's like, what was this supposed to be that? You know, catching Mewtwo with the adventure. Like, I don't know. We're gonna have to see with the mega finale as
no, we're gonna have to TM it now.
Yeah, right. But let us know what you think. Let us know if you got the Shundo, bro. So many Shundos getting posted. It's just like, you know, do I like the stories of I did 300 raids over GoFest weekend and I didn't get a single Shundo or I didn't get a single Hundo, and then now they get this? Yeah, I'm excited for that person, but it's not to say I'm not equally as excited as the person that did 5 raids or 1 raid or 0 raids, or the person that hasn't turned the game on in a year and then they just turn it on and they get a Mewtwo. Like, I didn't even tell Sarah. Sarah's got to turn the game on. We played the other day. Sarah actually played Pokemon Go the other day. We joined a party and we were just driving around doing tasks. And it was like...
I'm debating whether to have Chanel try to download it again just to...
It's so funny. So funny. I had so much fun just doing tasks. And it was just like, you know, spin 20 Pokestops. She's like, we can't go home yet. I'm like, I love you so much. I was like, let's keep going. This is so funny. So it's like I was playing the game differently because I'm playing at the pace of like a filthy casual that's just worried about like party tasks. I was like, this feels different and fun. I like it. So funny. But let us know what you think about Mewtwo. You know, we all got him now. They should ban it from Master League now because, you know, like everyone's going to be rocking Mewtwo, maxed out Mewtwo's in Master League now. It's because everybody's got them. It's going to be tough. All right, that third news piece that we talked about is the Explorer gadget. And we're not going to spend too much time on this because I don't know. I still need clarification on it. I read somewhere that you have to walk for it to be effective.
Yeah, because mine has not been doing anything.
Like, I caught a Pokemon at home testing because I was troubleshooting, and I was like, does the game have to be off, or can it be just backgrounded and closed out? And like, I was sitting in my desk, closed it out, put it in the background. There was a Joltik there. It caught the Joltik. I was like, oh, great. Maybe I don't have to walk. But the blog went into more detail, yes, but it's just like, it's still a little cumbersome with how it works when you have a Go Plus already, because you could be running your adventure or Explorer gadget, and the second you switch to your accessory device, the physical hardware device, your session for the day is done. Even if you've only caught 1 Pokemon and you could catch 80, those 79 other Pokemon and 80 spins, done. So
mine was 73.
Really? Well, that's because you're not leveled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it scales with your level.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm level 80, so I can catch 80. So I was like, this is going to be the greatest thing that I can use it at nighttime. I was like, I'm going to use it every single night. As soon as I put my Go Plus to sleep, you know, to get some extra hearts with my buddy, I'll just turn the Explorer gadget on overnight. So that way I don't have a lot of house spawns. I don't have a Pokestop here, but you know, there could be a couple spawns that happen while I'm sleeping or whatever. I go, this is perfect. And then you got to walk for it to be effective. Do I want a direct replay? You have to walk.
What is this, PvP?
That's what I'm saying, man. So, but I'll put a link in the description to the Go Hub article. Shout to Zero who put this together, kind of talks about it.
Well, I think this is brand new. I think it'll flush itself out. It'll work itself out. Just give it time.
Yeah, but what could be different about it?
I don't think it could just work.
I don't know, man.
But anyways, do you think that this was like an actual concept of a physical device?
What it looks like, you mean?
Something they made up?
No, I think that from what I know with our, you know, any talks that we've had over the years with Niantic about the Go Plus Plus, and originally the Teardrop and the Pokeball Plus, like they had zero to do with the manufacturing, distribution, sales, or anything of any hardware. That was like not their thing. So when the original Teardrop Go Plus went out and you couldn't get them, they were like, "Look, our hands are tied. It's not our deal. This is Hori and Pokemon Company and all this stuff." And then when the Pokeball Plus came out with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and then that was unavailable, it was the same thing. And then the Go Plus Plus came out, and everyone gobbled them all up. And now the secondary market, I mean, I'm seeing bootlegs that are probably fake selling for $300 on TikTok Shop. I go, this is nuts. Would it be better if they just created more of these? Like, you think that it makes sense because we know that they would sell. You think it makes sense because the thing works so well, but I just think it's out of their hands with the hardware. So I'm not too excited about this. You like the design?
Yeah, I think this would look really cool. I mean, look, it's even got a carabiner like ready to go.
Looks like a little life preserver.
Well, yeah, and it looks like it has a keychain attachment for you to put, because let's think, the Pokeball Plus is so like awkward. The plus, sorry, it's just awkward.
Yeah. You think they're going to come out with this down the road in this design?
I would love to see this. Yeah, because it looks like something you clip on to your person.
I know. I just don't.
Like it.
I don't know.
A lot.
My expectation.
Or they make it a MagSafe thing to go to the back of your phone.
It's also a ring for. No, but like
oh my gosh, and it lights up at the same time.
My expectation was this, like we saw this in the data mines months ago, right? It was, this thing needs to behave just like my Pokemon Go Plus Plus. It needs to behave just like that. I'll be the happiest person ever to just have to carry one less thing, because the Go Plus for, 5-6 years or however long it's been, it's like, wallet, phone, keys, Go Plus. That's part of the routine. I would love to carry one less thing, but I can't. I need it because I'm so dependent on it and it functions so well. This, we know, not so much. So let us know if you've used it. Let us know how you feel about it. I'm sure if you don't have a Go Plus, this is great because you have that option. But very, very interesting the way it operates, and not what I thought. Not how I thought it was going to work. But Adam, let's take a break, and when we come back, we will talk about expectations and talk about just kind of like, people getting upset about things that they never had. I think it's an interesting concept. So I got a couple concepts we'll go through for our Professor's Principle. We'll be back right after this.
All right, getting a drink.
All right, go for it. Yeah, Terminal, they want it to work when the game is closed, backgrounded, since not taking away from normal gameplay. I agree, but I want that auto catch, auto spin ability during my gameplay. Allow me to run my hardware. How am I doing? I'm doing all right, man. I'm hydrating, Fisher J. Thank you. I'm doing all right, man. I'm super busy. It's been a busy week. Work has been crazy, so I've been very wrapped up in that. The first day of the mega finale is my company end of summer party, so I'm a little bummed I'll miss a couple hours of the mega finale. But yeah, other than that, can't complain. Taking care of yourself both mentally and physically. I am, dude. I am. I'm doing good. I've been eating right. Been exercising. And I'm
trying to exercise, but it seems like I've been eating wrong and not exercising, and therapy is the only thing that I have been looking forward to.
There you go. Yeah.
But it's, I have gone to the beach, I literally just like hung out like as far as I could go in the ocean and just like let the waves like just kind of like crash into me and just like, I don't know, embrace Mother Nature.
That sounds romantic. I'm telling you, that's
Yeah,
like,
with myself.
bro.
No.
That's like,
There's
dude,
there's so much seaweed.
I'm like, anytime I like walk the dog or go outside like with bare feet, I always think of Billy Trainer Club, who's just like, dude, sometimes you just gotta take your shoes off and go ground yourself outside, and wiggle your tootsies in the grass. He's so right, dude. He's so incredibly right. But I'm ready to
Yeah, I
to get back
definitely
in
have
here.
been choosing to not go outside when I should go outside.
Yeah.
Although this morning it like woke me up. It was thunderstorming and lightning and just torrential downpouring. I was like, what is going
Dude,
on?
I needed it. I was dealing with, Sarah got into a pretty heavy duty car accident a couple months ago, and we're still dealing with like the insurance companies and the medical bills and all this stuff. So I had like a real stressful day. I hate doing that crap while I'm at work, but it was like a full hour I was locked up at work, just closed the door to my office, and I was just like, everyone's gotta, if you need me, you gotta wait. And I was just on the phone with like the medical claims adjuster and the hospitals and this and that, just fighting with bills. And I told Sarah, I was just like, yo, when I get out of work, the last thing I need is a ceiling. Like, I need to get out under the skybox because I feel claustrophobic as hell right now. Like, I need to get outside. So yeah, it's I'm trying to be one with the nature too, man. I think it's some good medicine.
While playing Pokemon Go, there's an asterisk there.
Hell yeah, for sure. M Bondi 25. Hi, how are you? We are well. How are you? Thank you for being here.
Doing good.
All right.
But we are back.
Oh my gosh, Adam did the We Are Back. He did it without me.
Yeah, but you didn't even join in.
Well, because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know
Cheese
this was
sprinkles, dude.
I know.
All right, we've got Professor Principal.
Well, we got to do our housekeeping first, man.
Let's get to it.
All right. Everything you hear, everything we do here at the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by the community. And you can join our community of supporters over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor for as little as $1 US a month. Head over to patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, and you can support a collective of very hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon podcasting and the communities they share here at the Pokemon Professor Network. I want to take a few moments to recognize some of our gym leader patrons: Maddie G, Boris, James, Espion, Willow, KJ Demand, Herbert, Brandy, and Fisher J, who's here in the chat. And shout out to our newest patrons of the week. Who do we have join? Oh my goodness, I can't think of his of the Discord name, and I don't have Discord closed. I'm sorry. I'll shout you out next week. Huge thanks to our executive producers, Xander, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Monkey Bread, Tish Smith, and Kate the Cons. Massive shout out to Ozark Renee for supporting us at the Elite Four tier. Just make sure you check out Pokemon Professor .com for everywhere you can connect with us, get some merch, all that good stuff. It's all good. Yeah, Adam's a professional. He is. All right. Let's get into our final topic, and that is going to be talking about expectations. And I got some notes that I put together here, and I'd like to share them with y'all. So I was kind of doing some reading on expectations, and I came across a really good line that made sense to me. And it says, disappointment often comes from the gap between reality and expectation, because you expect one thing, it happens differently. That difference is where that disappointment comes from. So I was thinking about the mega finale and everybody being kind of bummed out. And it's like, well, why are you bummed out? Is it because the event is not what you expected? Or is it that you expected more from the event? And it's like I was trying to wrap my head around that, because I was seeing all these different reasons that people were upset. They were upset because they didn't want to raid Mewtwo anymore. Okay, it wasn't that their expectation was too high then. It was just different. They didn't want to necessarily raid Mewtwo. Mewtwo is available. I want to make it clear that I'm definitely not an advocate, and I'm not advocating for anyone to like lower expectations. I think that the soul searching that I kind of found this week was understanding the difference between standards and expectations. And for me, I want to set high ass standards. Like I want my standards to be very high, but that doesn't mean that my expectations towards those standards can't be flexible. Because if I hold
Yeah.
things to a high standard, it's a goal. It's something I'm striving towards, and my expectation is to meet those standards or exceed those standards. But when it comes to something like an in-game event, you have to ask yourself, like, why am I upset about this? Is it because what was I expecting? And then you're say, oh, I was expecting Arceus to be here. You know, I mean, that's what I was expecting, and it's not here. So,
I mean, he's in the key art of the celebration thing.
But
I
what ends
where
up
is he?
happening, dude? At that point, though, you're getting upset about not having something you don't even have a chance to have. Like you're getting upset about the hypothetical chance to get something.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you're upset about things you don't have, it's like, is that really grounds to be upset? Or are you just upset about the thought of it? So that was kind of the angle I was taking. And I was like, well, what about life, right? Like I want things in life. I want to have high standards. I like to set high standards on like the most basic things. How I want to be treated, how I want to treat people, how I take care of myself, you know, building a positive life, those things. High standards, big high standards. But I do think that it's easier to work towards those standards than predicting. Like I don't want to predict because that's when I get disappointed. Like even if it's something like with my health, oh, all I got to do is just eat right and then I'll feel better. And then it's like I'm predicting that if I eat right, I'll feel better. It may seem that way on paper, but then what ends up happening is if on Thursday I go and get a slice of pizza or some crap, eat a donut, it's like, well, now I can't achieve that thing anymore. So I'll never feel good because all I had to do to feel good was eat better. So it's like because that was an expectation that I was building off predicting a feeling, it wasn't, I just need to keep the standard of I got to keep my head swiveled and screwed on the right way. I got to make those good choices. And if I screw up, which is likely, that I'm at least still going to be able to turn myself around and get refocused on that high standard that I'm setting for myself. Because if I break that expectation of I can't mess up or I can't achieve this unless I do things a certain way, I'm going to get disappointed, get discouraged, get demoralized, get demotivated, and then do nothing. And I hate that. I hate those feelings. So I got some other notes here, and a good line. Another line I saw was enjoy the possibility without becoming attached to the outcome, right? That's the journey is the excitement is in the journey, right? You know, the fun is in the trying, you know?
Yeah, that's like me with the new camera. It's I keep feeling like I don't know, awkward every time I pull it out to try to like record something, and it's like
You feel
I
awkward
have
every
all
time you
these
what?
I hit record essentially.
You said
Well, I'm
pull it
like
out.
walking around. Oh, jeez. But I don't know. In my head, I have an expectation, and every time I pull it out, was waiting for it, Ken. I get discouraged really quickly because it's not working the way I want it to work or I envision it. So I typically give up on it
Yeah.
almost immediately.
Well,
Which I know I've talked to you about it before, and it's literally exactly what I had mentioned to you.
well,
I haven't been able to figure it out. And I've watched a ton of videos on how to figure it out, and I still don't understand it.
because
I'm like, why is it moving?
that demoralization ruins you because it just
Yes.
takes the wind out of your sails, and then you don't want to do anything.
Because I just something simple as me walking down the aisle of all the other vendors, like just something so simple, and then it's like it just starts drifting and looking the other way. I'm like, oh, and then it's like, all right, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got 15 seconds of usable footage out of the 45 to 120 that I took,
Yeah, no, and I get it. I get that. The reality that we want isn't always aligned with the expectations that we set. And finding that balance between the expectation and reality, and finding a point where you could still maintain your drive, your happiness, that kind of stuff is super important, because especially when we're talking that prediction thing or the hypotheticals, it's like sometimes what disappoints us are the things that haven't happened, or what we thought was going to happen. Like, oh, I really thought if I did this, this was going to happen, and it didn't. Well, that's not a tangible thing. It's just something we were hoping and predicting would happen. So we're going to let a failed prediction, like, we're not psychics, we don't know, but finding those standards.
Even the last post I did for special conditions, it took me so long, because in my head I'm like, this works. I've got this, and it was in Canva working with stuff, and it took me forever to figure out how to get it to do the exact things that I wanted it to do, to show off the show schedule, and it just took way too long for me to figure it out, and I got demoralized. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the app. I'm gonna try it again, and after like 3 times coming back, I finally finished it. And was like, okay, it might have taken me 3 days, but I figured it out.
And that's likely not because you had an expectation, but because you were setting a standard. I need to do this. I need to get this out.
Yeah, it should take like my half-hour break. It should be tackled. There's no reason why I can't tackle it during my break. And then it didn't get done during my break.
And then you lose all hope. Yeah, it's like the ship is sunk at that point. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that there's some really cool parallels here, and it's that I don't know, leaving that room, like you said, oh, it should get tackled, it should get done. I think to a certain extent, leaving room for that, like, uncertainty, it leaves the opportunity for something to meet or exceed the expectations that you set, because you have to have that flexibility and adaptability, because the second something leaves the path that you had already envisioned for you, you're out. You feel like you struck out. But if you have that flexibility, or you have that that gap of uncertainty, it allows you to navigate that crap when you get faced with it, and call an audible or do something different. Joe in the chat says, like, leave room for improvement. Yeah, exactly. Nothing's perfect. So having that as part of the plan,
I keep thinking
helps
that,
you. Right.
It's just I'm taking small tidbits and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
But I get so discouraged that I won't even look at some of the footage.
Yeah.
I'm like, I recorded it. I don't want to look at it because I don't have enough. So I just assume that it wouldn't work no matter what I want to do with it. So
yeah.
I think it'll work no matter what I want to do with it. So
yeah, try setting some basic standards for what you want out of that device. What do you want? The standard would be something like, look, I want to be able to give 30 minutes to capturing content. I need to figure out a way that I could do 30 minutes of editing on that content. And the standard would be, I'm going to invest an hour or so and have a result. That's the standard.
Yeah.
The expectation would be, I need to make great content in an hour. It's like, that's tougher.
Yes.
Because then it's like, look, what we always tell podcasters, right? It's like the hardest part about podcasting is hitting record. And that's it. It's like, the most difficult episode is your next episode. It's not the first one.
Conditions.
It's just hitting record. That's the hard part.
I'm acknowledging that it's like it's 100% on me. We haven't released an episode in a while, and it's like Justin's been away doing stuff. It's like I could have just recorded something. I could have, but I chose not to.
Yeah.
Because hitting record is that hard.
Well, and you get caught up in that discouragement that comes with you not meeting
Yes.
your own expectations.
And then I'm worried, will there be dead air if I just talk to myself and
Yeah,
just talk
yeah.
about things, and I know I can handle it. I've done it before. So I just instantly no, I'd rather not.
So let us know what you think. Does this kind of stuff impact you, or do you beat yourself up for not meeting expectations? Do you have standards set on certain things that expectations play a role in achieving or meeting or exceeding? Let us know. All that good stuff. Joe says one of my favorite Monty Python songs is "There's always look on the bright side of life." Dude, what a good song! Absolutely, I agree 100%. But
Speaking of looking on the bright side, I think gratitude should be a focus for next week.
you see that TikTok I sent you today?
I did, but it's also one of those things where it's like I've been thinking about that a lot too. So
Sure. Now,
I'm
I sent Adam a TikTok this morning that it was a stand-up comedian. I'm a big stand-up fan. And the guy's like, it's funny how our brain works. He's like, sometimes you just gotta, you wake up and you
say something ridiculous
say
3 times.
say something
3 times a
positive,
day.
and your mind's like, oh, I didn't think about it like that. Here's some dopamine. It's like, and sometimes that's all it takes, man, is just that thinking about something a little bit different, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, good stuff, good positive stuff. Let us know what you think. But thank you everyone who's here in the chat. Thank you everyone who checked out the show. Remember, luredup.com for everywhere you can connect with us, all that good stuff. Adam, did we do it? Is that a show?
I think we did it. I think that's a show.
Keep training trainers. Thank you. We'll see
Bye,
you
everyone.
next week. Thank you, chat.